this video right now because it is a 2-year anniversary. In June 2016, I put up my first video on YouTube, and that was at the very beginning of my transformational journey that I've been going through. And just in these 2 years, there's been so much happening in my life that have made me see myself and all of life in a whole new way. And it is crazy for me to look back 2 years from today and see how much that I've changed and transformed. And it is something that you can see externally, but for me to go through this transformation in my own human experience, it's been beyond words. It's something that you can only experience yourself. And on my journey, I've been through so many different countries, I've seen different cultures and tried new things, and what all these things have ultimately done for me is that they have expanded my comfort zone and my understanding for who I am. Because whenever I explore something new, it can be a country, connection with new people, or whatever, is that I expand my, not just the comfort zone, but I expand the area which I have had experience within. And with more experiences, there's more room for me to expand my thinking and expand as a person and individually grow. And so I've been through so many different things, from diving to yoga and traveling in different ways, also being inspired by a lot of different people. And what I have learned on this journey, because it's been mostly on my own, going out and exploring, testing myself in field, like in the world, see how I react in certain situations. And the number one thing that I have learned is to always listen to myself. Listening to oneself is the most important thing there is. There is nothing else that is more important. It is only if you listen to your own feeling and what feels good and what feels right for you, that is gonna take you in the right direction for you. It's gonna bring you to a place where you are more happy, where you feel more at ease with yourself. Because if you're fighting against your own feeling and your own happiness, you're going in any other direction, it's gonna come back to you in a less enjoyable experience. So that is probably the main thing I've learned, and it just sets the whole foundation for a whole new life to take off, because you're always creating your experience based on what you want to do. If you don't feel comfortable with something, you don't do it. You are in control, very grounded in yourself, and this is self-care. You're taking care of who you are. Regardless of what's happening around you, you are putting yourself first and making sure that you are happy yourself. And when you start with this work, when I've started with my work doing this, it has slowly, over these 2 years, brought me closer and closer to self-acceptance and self-love. And it has made me grow more in tune with who I am as an individual, and knowing that I don't have to do what anybody else tells me. I just have to live on my own conditions. And that is what we're all are doing. We are always listening to ourselves. Whatever we choose to do, whatever we are doing, it is because we have made it so. through either a conscious decision or an unconscious decision. but it's always up to us in how we decide to live our lives. And all my travels going out and seeing different cultures, meeting people, and all of these things, it just like broadened my mind in what's actually possible to do in this human life. There's so many things that we can, there's infinite possibilities. Whatever we dream about and that we want to do, we can actually create it and manifest it by simply making these decisions for ourselves, what we want to do. And these decisions take place in this moment right now. Right now. Now is where we decide where we want to go in the future. And because once you come up with a dream, it seems very distant, that it's somewhere in the future, far away from this moment. But actually it's about just coming into this moment and doing what feels good for you. And sometimes that includes facing your fears and doing things that might seem crazy. But it's your inner feeling, your calling of what you want to do. And so going on that feeling and moving in that direction is the most wonderful and best thing anyone could absolutely do. Like, that's it. Do what you want to do. What are you feeling yourself? What do you feel like doing? And that's the question to ask yourself constantly. What do I feel like? What do I want to do? What activity, what habit, whatever life situation would serve me? Not to drain me, but to lift me up, help me. And when we choose a lifestyle that is based on this concept that we're picking stuff from the outside into ourselves so that it can help us grow, that's when we flourish as people, as individuals. And it sounds so simple, which it is really, really simple. That's all it takes. The challenge is to change our mindsets to align with this. That's where I found my biggest challenge, and it's been slowly aligning with that. And the transformational process, it's not happening in one day, it's happening day by day, in this moment to the next moment. And over a longer period of time, you can see the change and the transformation that have happened. So it's about being real with yourself and taking responsibility for this moment, for this day, for this hour. And it doesn't need to be the most grand plan that you're having, but it could be simply to say hello to someone on the street, in the workplace, or whatever. It could be small steps, just like changing your attitude, changing the fundamental, the ground layer of how you work and how your lifestyle is based on, like being more positive, uplifted, giving compliments to people. Small things like this can put you in the right direction. It might not be the end goal, but it helps you align and feel better within yourself, which is the most important thing. And when you feel more aligned with yourself, then you can start creating dreams or conditions and stuff around yourself. You can create your environment which you want to live and grow in. And that is the most important thing. So this video is all about me reconnecting and looking back at my own journey that I've been doing. And anything is possible, really. Whatever we feel like we want to do, it's absolutely possible. The transformation is absolutely amazing when it's happening to you and you feel like it's happening in your life. It's not something you see on YouTube, it's not something you see outside, but it's actually happening in your experience, and that is the most beautiful thing there is. So yeah, reconnecting. I want to do more yoga. That's my path. That's what I've found. Sharing yoga and being real and sharing, helping to find ways to feel better. That is my calling in life, and that's what I want to do further on this YouTube channel as well. Time will take its process, and it's going to be step by step, moment to moment, and it's a beautiful, amazing transformation, and it's just continuing. It's never stopping. Everything keeps on growing. Nothing is ever, stopped, or it just keeps on unfolding. So that's where I'm at right now, and yeah, I'm really looking forward to everything that is to come. I will probably put up some yoga videos, maybe share practice and different things that I've been doing on my journey that's been helping me. So yeah, that's my journey. 2 years into it, feels absolutely amazing, and yeah, that's how it is. That's what we're doing. That's what life is. So yeah, thank you for watching, listening. I hope you have a beautiful day. Go make life whatever you want it to be. Peace.